So, hi. Okay, in today's session, what I want to do is I want to rebuild this brochure with PrintCSS. So we will do that on PrintCSS.live again. And when we have a look on this page, this is actually free if you provide some attribution, so you can also download that layout as a EPS, AI file and JPEG. I already did that, and as we will not do a complete or exact rebuild, I just opened the picture and let's have a look at that first. So what we have here is basically we have one cover page. You see the cover page also here again, and then that's the last page basically, and then we have 6 content pages which we will create. And we will start with this cover page, then we do the last page, and then we do the pages in between. And let's see how far we come today. I hope we managed to finish the whole thing, but you see the content pages are all different, so each of these pages will need a separate layout. Good, so then let's go back to the browser and actually go to PrintCSS.live. As always, remove the existing content and we start newly. Let's refresh once. Okay. Some things wrong here with the view. Interesting. Still cannot scroll to the first line. Let's see, no. Okay. Good, let's see. Yeah, now it's fine again. And let's remove everything and actually see what we need for our page. So when we go back, we have basically the company logo and then some dark blue square. Then we have the title, subtitle, some teaser text and a picture. So let's actually start with the company logo and then we do the rest here. Or no, let's first start with the separation of these. Let's start with these 2 areas here and then we go down. Okay, then what we need is when we go back to the browser, we basically have now an A4. Let's first define that we want no margin on this first page, and then let's do a div with a class cover. And in that we do one for the how do we call it, logo area, and in here we will also have the other thing on the side. Or let's go back to the photo. Could of course also on the first page make that as page margin boxes. Let's see how that would look when we say top right corner. Then we actually need to give it a margin. Let's go for some standard margin right now, and we give it a background of dark blue. Was it top right corner or right top corner? Top center. Okay. Content is missing. Top right corner. Yeah, okay. Good. Then we actually need that in. You need to see the browser, so we have it like this now. And now we need to change the size so we get it into that, and that's, let's say, approximately let's try it 4x4. So we give it a margin top 4, right 4, bottom and left 0, maybe even more. Let's try it with 6. I guess this comes more close. And then on the left side we would just have our logo, and for that logo what we do is basically, if I look again in the picture, company logo, it's written there, and then a circle. So let's do the same thing here. Let's say let's make a circle here and write company logo. Okay, and this is the class logo area, and what we will do is we will give that the position running, and let's say cover logo, and then here we have a top left, and in the top left we say content element, and here we have then the cover logo, And for the left, let's give it 2 centimeters. So we have it like this. And now we need the circle. So for the circle, we can say, let's say how big it is, maybe a centimeter. And we give it a border of 0.5 centimeter, solid, and then a green. And I actually took the colors out before, and now we say border radius 100%, and probably make it here bigger, something like this, and here not sure, something like that. Say the whole circle has display inline block, and the text itself was an H1, so our H1 here gets also display inline block. Then we give it a certain width, because if we look back at the image, it's breaking after logo, and also the color we need to change and transform. So text transform uppercase, and the color will be the same as the corner, so this dark blue again. And the font, actually I checked, when you download here you get also font txt, and the font is this Poppins. We will need different styles, so let's take the light one, no, let's take the regular, some medium, and a bold version. With the import rule we can just copy that, put it on top here, and give everything that font. Again, we can copy that from here, font family definition. Okay, then the width of the text would be, let's see, probably that's even too less. That line height, because if we have a look again, it's closer together, right? So let's say one. Let's see. The border around it, yeah, you see also this doesn't fit. More like that. And then a margin left. Too much. And let's say a margin top. Doesn't move. here we have an error. Okay, good. Then let's remove the border, and this is our company logo. And if we render that again, get it like this. And let's try the paged chairs, because that's also what we use for the preview. We get it nicely. Up here. If we compare it now, maybe the logo is a little bigger in our case, but it should be fine. And now we can take care of this green part with the business brochure header, and then some teaser text. For the teaser text we will need some blind text, but first let's make this area. So let's go back to the browser and define, let's say, green area. Again, here we will have a h1 like this, and the h2, what did we have in the h2? Simply brochure. And then we have some paragraph with some text. So we take some lorem ipsum text here and put it. Good, then let's look in the preview. We have that here on the side, like this. Let's actually see why it's not going over the whole area. So let's, okay, it was just a mistake in the preview. So we can say green area, and then we give it actually this green from the circle in the logo. We could, okay, let's say margin left. We could also remove the page margin and adjust the logo, but we also should be able to do it like this. And then we give it a width, and we have a A4 page here, so we give it a width of 210 millimeters. And actually, let's see, let's make it A4 that we are sure. So page size by 297 millimeters. Okay, perfect. Good, then this area should, if we look back, first of all, the text needs to be also further in, so we give it a padding of 2 centimeters, and then let's style the different H1, H2, and the paragraph. So we have the H1, which basically also gets this text and the transformation to uppercase. And if we look, yeah, it has this color. And then the H2 gets the same, but the color will be white. And then the text again has this dark blue, but no uppercase transformation. So here for the paragraph, just have the blue, no uppercase. Didn't want to save that. Okay, good. So now if we look again at the image, the H1 and H2 is closer together. So we would say this has no margin, and this is also no margin. And if we render this now, it looks like that. So quite similar if we compare to what we see here. Just that the text shouldn't overflow into this area here. So we need to ensure that, and we said this thing is 6 centimeters, so 21 centimeters minus the 6, so maximum 15 for this one. And then we have the padding here of 2 centimeters, which we also need to remove. So we end up with maximum 13. And then let's see how they do it here. Yeah, we might also want to keep a padding on the right side of 2 centimeters. So also here, remove it. And then we end up with something like this. And all which is missing on the first page now, we could say now this one has also no margin. Let's see how that would look. Too far up, but we can say margin bottom. It doesn't have. No, let's render it again. Okay. Does it make a difference? No. No. It does. Okay, good. Then we need an image here, and if you have a look at some business charts, people in a meeting image, and for that we can search here again. Something like this, you know. Yeah, let's directly, where was it? Take this one, copy the image link, and this would be then the last thing on the first or on the cover page. We have the image. No. Closing, and let's go to the live preview. It's all over the place, and we do not want that, of course. So in here we would say cover image, and then similar to the paragraph, first of all we have a margin left of -2, and then we have a width of 11 is too small. We need to go till this corner. So what did we say? 15. Yeah, 15. It's just an image which is too small. As you see, it's not going to the bottom. Or I mean in the wrong format, not too small. and here we are going to the bottom. There's also this white border in here I would skip because I'm actually not even sure why it's there. And on the bottom we see what we forgot before, about 1 centimeter of the dark blue. So let's first add that before we adjust the image. So we have here, when we go back, we have the margin bottom. Let's give it 1 centimeter, and then let's shortly go to bottom right corner, bottom center, bottom right first, bottom center, bottom left, and bottom left corner. And we actually can copy the style from the top right corner. Some renderers need this content empty, some can live without it. The PrintCSS apparently needs it. Not sure what the standard would say is required. Okay, now we have that, and if we look again, this is there. Now we just need to find that image in that size, and here you see this this white border. I would skip it because I don't see any point to it in here. So we leave that out. Otherwise we could just absolute position some element there and it would be done. So let's close this image and search for portrait mode. So portrait mode apparently are worse images, but this one looks good for our purpose. So let's copy the link and paste it in here. Let's see, it's going to the second page. We would need to define the height, I guess. Let's see how it renders. It's too high now. Did we define the cover somewhere? No, we did not. What happens if we say cover height and then 6 on the top, 1 on the bottom, so 7 gone, so 14 centimeters. Let's make a border around it. Let's see that first. Not 14 because we are not 21. It's 29 centimeters. What did we say? 6 on the top, 7, so 227 millimeters. Yeah. Okay, and and let's just see. So here we need 15 as a maximum and height. Let's see what fits. We just don't have an image in the right proportions, I guess, so we need to stretch that, and then actually would need to find a proper image which is fitting exactly the space here. It's not going down completely. And this is moving to the second page. Let's see. It's not moving completely down here. So it says position it. Yeah, now it's stretched, but still not. Let's see what the PDF says. Second page. This last half a centimeter, it's not moving down. Actually, we need to give this has a fixed height of 6. We need to give this a fixed height, and then we could give that as a fixed height. But for now, let's leave that as the cover page. Also, we would need an image which we don't need to stretch from the size to fit in here. Maybe we do it as a background image, then we can say cover that area and position it without stretching. Would also be a possibility. Let's think about it and do that later. So good, we have the cover page and we didn't define anything for the cover. So here we simply say page break after always and break after always for the renderers who support the newer notation. Good. Then we have the last page, and if we have a look at the pictures again, so the last page is actually here, this layout. We have some text here again, we have the same image as on the cover actually, and this area. And then the last page has a green border. Good, so then let's do this div class last div, and then let us see how we style the last page. So we need these 4 areas here. So we have a paragraph, so let's see what if we okay, so top, left and right we give no page margin, and on the bottom we give a page margin, and then it should work. Let's see how we can do that. Okay, let's go back to the browser, and first of all, our last will be a own page, and the page gets a name, last page. So then we can decide how it should look here by saying page last page, and also we say here page break before always, so this stuff is always on the last page, or at least a new page starts before this content starts. Break, oh, not after, break before always. We have here, it's repeating in here, it sometimes happens with this live preview. Let's go back here and see we have a new page, and in this page we also will give a border, just no margin, just not like on the first page you say 0, 0, and only the bottom has 1 centimeter. And again we copy all of this bottom styles in here, but this time we give it the green. So let's see, this should be the green color. And if we render that, we get the green below here. And now if we look again, we need these 4 areas. So for that we can simply use 4 elements and try to put them. The image will stretch again because we don't have an image in the proper size. Otherwise we could put an image in the proper size there. So let's go back and be like, first we have a paragraph, probably the same as on the first page, and anyways we have just demo text here, so we put the same thing. We have the image, let's also copy that. We have some blank blue area, so let's call it blue area. There's no content in there, so we can just close the div again. And then we have the company logo. So class, where do we have it? We had it here. So let's call it last logo area, otherwise our running element would have problems. Good, so the first page still works, the second one looks strange right now. So what we need to do is give that all sizes. So we have the paragraph, image, and 2 divs. So let's see. First of all, here we do a display flex, and then say last paragraph, last image, last div, and then we need the width of 50%, and let's see how that renders. And then we still need a height. So there we actually have our 29.7 centimeters minus the 1 centimeter on the back bottom, and then divided by 2. So 143, or basically height 14.35 centimeter. Good, let's see. Let's put a border. There's some margin here. I don't see the div below. So let's see, what do we need there? Let's see. I guess that should be it. No, not really. Oh, but almost. See here. So we would have 105 millimeters. Let's make the width also fixed. And now they fit on a page. Just that for the divs, or in general, we only want to affect the elements directly below the last. Now we could say margin 0. Good that we can adjust the content a little better. At least this one we put also in a separate div. So here we are like div. And probably also the logo. Good. Then we have the blue area in this last, and this will be the next to the image, the most easy one to style, because we simply say last blue area, and then we give it the blue background color. Let's see, where was it? Here. Good. And we need to adjust the text and the company logo. If we look here again, text is kind of in the center and the logo too. So we would define a padding maybe of 2 centimeters again. And I guess we can directly do that for all these things here. Okay, because we give that also the same size for the P, which is not needed anymore because we surrounded it by a div, so we can remove that here. But that also affects the image, so let's copy this, only do that for the div and not for the rest. Here for the company logo we need to copy some things from above, so we have here the logo area H1, and actually I want the same style for the logo, last logo area H1 too. Let's put a border to see why it's not next to each other. Maybe there's not enough space. Let's not do this. Let's instead see, and instead of that we say last, and anything with a P gets a margin of 2. Okay, now we just need to center the stuff in these divs. So again, display flex, that might hurt this one, let's see. No, should be fine. And then, what was it? Justify content, I guess. Let's see. Justify content center for the vertical, and then align items. I guess we need to. Now they are centered, we can remove the border. And the last thing we do is paragraph. We give the color of the dark blue. So if we look at that, it looks, and here on the front page we still have this problem here with this white area, that the image is not in a proper size. Here not really. Here it's nicely divided. So if we have a look, I would say the backside is ready, and now we could look at the content pages. So here, this page, that one, and these content pages here. And if we see, every left page has the green and every right page has the dark blue border on the bottom. So let's maybe first do that, because all we need to do is we copy what we already have here. This is the green, and the green, what did we say, is on the left. The margins we can adjust later, so left. And then we copy what we had on the first page. Or actually, let's see, we can also take that out of the first page and put it in page. That should be fine, let's see. Yeah, so the first page still has the dark blue, and the second and last page the green. And now we can add the pages in between. So between the last, and we simply call that class page, although you cannot really define if the page sticks together, cause you don't really know how much content is in there. You can try to avoid with break inside avoid, but that's not necessarily working. Good, let's have a look here. Okay, you anyways see only that. So what I did is here simply copied around the bottom left corner and made a left one here, and everything we had in first for the bottom I copied directly into the page, and actually there is a mistake with copying. The top right corner should stay only on the first page like this. Good, so we have a page in between now. This is this one. This is our div here. And now we can see what we want. So we have our two colored header, we have some paragraphs, we have this line here, we have on the right side again some dark blue, which we can make with the page margin boxes, and I guess it's about half the size, so maybe 3 centimeters of the cover page. So let's do that first. And as we have different page designs here, and this is not there on all the pages, we will need to give this page a name again. So let's call it maybe right blue. So then let's have this page right blue, and define it. So page right blue is page, and the name is right blue for the page. So we can go up here. So page left is anyways fine for the bottom corners, and what we want now is our page right blue. We override the margin. So from our left page we take the margin. Top we still keep, or let's see, yeah, I guess top we for now keep 0, and then the right we do 3 centimeters, and then we have the, if you look at the image again, let me zoom in a little. Yeah, maybe on the top we also have about 3, and on the left also about 3 centimeters. So let's make it 3 all the way around, except on the bottom where we stick with the 1 centimeter. And then as on the cover page, we start with the top right corner in this blue, and if we have a look again, we can do that the whole way down the image. We just move over the page margin. So we have the top right corner, then we have right middle, right top, and right bottom, and at the right bottom corner, if we have a look, it's green. So this one we wouldn't style, so we keep it with this and take the same style simply and put it in here for the dark blue. Okay, so we have the dark blue on the side, and what we need now is our text, and also this kind of border here on the side, and this border we probably need to do a div for that. Then let's first do this image below. So let's find the image, some meeting image, and put that on this position. Let's take this one, copy the link, and the image on this page will be always at the bottom. So each page which has this page right blue will have the same layout if you want to reuse it. So you simply style it also like that. So image, and if we look again here, it's probably taking, I'm not sure, maybe 6 to this side. So then we have 15 centimeters again. Let's make it a bit of 15 and have a look how it's looking. Centimeters, not meters, so good. And now we need to position it, so position absolute bottom 0 and right -3 centimeter. So we have it here on the bottom. Okay, then what I also want to do is, let's give it shortly a border of 1 pixel solid red and padding, no, a margin, sorry, padding of 0.5 centimeter. And that only to the top, right, bottom, but to the left also. And then we can say 15.5 here. For what I'm doing this is, when we look at the